Hi guys, thanks for tuning in. Adam here from TSN and I'm with the lovely Monique this morning. We're going to talk about a few things as far as Monique and health and fitness and this type of thing for you guys. So it gives you a bit of an insight as far as a fit mum and what it's all about. So Monique, first of all, how did you fall in love with the health and fitness industry? What got you into where you are now and weight training and that type of thing?
I fell in love with the way it made me feel. That's what made me fall in love with health and fitness.
Yeah, because I understand you did have quite a journey. How much weight have you lost through this whole period?
About 30 kilos.
30 kilos. So there you go. It's very interesting because a lot of people looking at Mon now would probably be thinking, well, how would you know? And when you don't know the stories behind some people, it's quite incredible. So 30 kilos to date. So there you go. And no doubt the way you felt 30 kilos heavier to now, it's probably incomparable.
It's completely different.
Yeah.
It's a completely different person.
Yeah. And for those of you who don't know Mon, she's a mum and a fit mum at that. With family and work commitments, it gets busy, life gets in the way there, and you put yourself last a lot of the time. So what advice would you give to people out there in that situation?
I read a quote once and the quote said, instead of saying, I don't have time, it's not a priority. So if you say to yourself, I don't have time to train today, change it and say, training's not a priority, and see how that feels. And if it doesn't sit well, you need to make time. It's not just going to magically happen.
Exactly, and in the end of the day, you've got to invest in you and your health, because that's going to have a massive ripple effect on your kids as well, and your family and your relationships and your partner. So some great advice there. For any mums out there, what advice would you give to them when they're looking to begin their own health and fitness journey? What advice can you give to those mums out there?
It can be tough. There's so much information out there. There are so many fad diets, there's so much. The best thing to do is to find yourself a coach or a PT that you're comfortable with. One person who's going to help you and mentor you on your journey, and get your friends and family involved. Don't feel like you're on this journey on your own. Like if you're cooking dinner, don't cook 3 different dinners. Cook something that yourself, hubby, and the kids can all eat, and make it your lifestyle. It needs to become your lifestyle.
So great info there. And I suppose the biggest point that you just said then as well, Mon, is how it stems down and ripples through the family as far as your kids are concerned, and educating them as well, because it all stems from the parents. So
the same-sex parent is the #1 role model in that child's life. So if you're modeling these dangerous and bad behaviours, that you have to think about it. Do you want your child to grow up to be doing this? If the answer is no, well, you need to make change.
Fantastic. In conjunction, obviously, with consistency being a huge key in it all, that's that magic pill everyone's looking for that does everything. It's called consistency. So consistent with food and training, because it's obviously a lifestyle change these days. How have you found the whole supplement side? So we've got 3 supplements here, obviously, that Mon uses as some base products. So take us through those, and think of supplements, guys, as gap fillers, filling in the gaps on what you're not necessarily getting with food. So let's start with those, Mon.
This one?
Slow Pro.
Slow Pro. So this was the first ever supplement I even went to. I wasn't eating enough. I was skipping meals. I definitely wasn't eating breakfast. So this one was my gap filler. This one helped me set my day up right and helped me.
So you said, we touched on this before, as far as like mid-afternoon, sometimes you get caught short water and protein. It makes a nice little mix. And Mon, tell us about your nighttime little fix, especially for those ladies and guys out there that have cravings at nighttime.
So I love chocolate. I'm female. All females, I think, love chocolate. A few ice cubes, a little bit of water, chocolate Sopro, mix it up, and it's thick, it's creamy, it's cold, it's nice.
Beautiful. So a good foundation product, you'd say, for a base.
Absolutely.
Especially for a lot of women and guys out there that are time poor and need to get a bit of extra protein in their diet too. So next one through.
ARS. Woohoo!
So what's this one, Mon?
So I love my ARS to have with my training. We can't eat while we train. Muscle preservation is so important.
So the whole, I'll touch on that. So the skinny fat or weight loss as compared to fat loss and muscle maintenance. As you can see too, it is absolutely vital to maintain muscle while dropping body fat. So obviously why Mon, you've chosen that one as well.
Yeah.
And is it just for weights or can people use it for cardio as well?
I use it for both, absolutely.
All right, fantastic. Last but not least, what's this one, Mon?
This is my Fem Fuel. So I use Fem Fuel before training. Helps give me a bit of an energy kick, a bit of a boost. And also too, I use it just to sip on during the day.
So a great one throughout the day.
Yeah,
all right.
with
3 o'clock, mid-afternoon lull, another good time. So obviously water gets boring. Yeah, so put it in a water bottle and away they go. So all right, fantastic. So guys, there's a few products there, just a few base products that Mon uses through her health and fitness journey. Now, Mon, we understand, or a few people have seen this with Moni floating around. Tell us a little bit more about with Moni, because Monique, especially here on the Sunshine Coast, for any ladies out there looking at learning how to pose properly, and we understand Mon's going to touch on it on stage presence and the importance of posing. So, Moni, tell us a little bit about what sort of girls you help pose and how important posing is for ladies in the competition game.
So I work with girls, ladies, women of all ages competing in bikini, fitness and sports model categories with the ICN.
And how important is it to learn how to pose when looking at jumping on stage?
It is so important. You can train your butt off, literally, and if you don't know how to show your best assets, and you stand on stage, and the judges can only go by what they're seeing right in front of them. So you need to be able to know how to show them, show off your best assets, basically.
All right, fantastic. So guys, if you want to get in touch with Mon, it's been great to give you a little bit more of an insight of an incredible fit mum and an inspiration to all those out there. 30 kilo weight loss journey as well so far. We'll pop all the details below, so if you are looking at a posing coach here on the Sunshine Coast or a little bit more insight, Moni's definitely your girl. So we're an absolute pleasure today to be able to interview her and let you people out there on the sunny coast and Australia-wide know a little bit more about Mon. Thanks guys, details are below. Woo! All right, there you go.
It's so easy just to get